If you've ever felt ignored or overlooked in your relationships, this video is exactly what you need. Today, we'll explore how Stoic principles can help you build true self-worth, boost your self-esteem, and transform how others perceive you, without playing any mind games. By the end of this video, you'll have practical steps to regain control of your emotional well-being. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss any future videos packed with insights on Stoicism, self-improvement, and mastering your emotions. Now, let's get started. 1. The power of self-worth. Building a strong foundation. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is emotional self-sufficiency, the idea that our happiness and sense of value should not depend on others. This concept is more relevant today than ever in a world where we often rely on external sources, like social media or the approval of peers, to define our self-esteem. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, wisely noted, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." In other words, if we can control our thoughts, we can control our reality. But how do we move from understanding this principle to actually living it? The first step is self-reflection. Self-reflection allows us to assess where we stand in terms of our values, decisions, and self-perception. It is vital to regularly evaluate our actions and whether they align with the person we want to become. As the Stoics believed, our character is shaped not by external factors, but by how we react to them. By practicing self-reflection daily, we build a clearer sense of who we are, independent of how others see us. For those new to Stoicism, this process of self-reflection might seem daunting, but it doesn't have to be. Start small by asking yourself a few key questions at the end of each day. Did I act according to my values today? Did I let external circumstances dictate my emotions? What can I improve tomorrow? Over time, this simple practice strengthens your sense of self and reduces the need for validation from others. 2. Negative visualization. A Stoic tool for building resilience. Another key Stoic practice that can help shift how others perceive you is negative visualization. At first glance, it may seem counterintuitive to imagine the worst possible scenarios. But for the Stoics, this practice was essential to building resilience. Negative visualization trains your mind to be prepared for life's challenges without being overwhelmed by them. By imagining potential setbacks, you can mentally prepare for them, making you more adaptable and less prone to emotional swings when things don't go your way. This concept is incredibly empowering. It not only helps you handle adversity, but also demonstrates to others that you are in control of your emotions and reactions. When people see that you are not easily shaken by external events, they begin to respect and admire your composure. More importantly, this practice frees you from the fear of losing something or someone, which often leads us to act out of desperation or insecurity. So, how do you incorporate negative visualization into your life? Dedicate a few minutes each morning or evening to visualize the loss of something important, a job, a relationship, or a material possession. Consider how you would cope and adapt if that were to happen. Instead of filling you with dread, this exercise helps you realize that even in the worst situations, you are strong enough to move forward. The result is an unshakable confidence that attracts others to you, as they are drawn to your emotional stability and resilience. 3. Scarcity, the psychological power of absence. While Stoicism focuses on building internal strength, modern psychology offers additional insights into how human behavior works. One such concept is scarcity, popularized by psychologist Robert Cialdini in his book, Influence. The scarcity principle suggests that people tend to desire things more when they believe they are scarce or hard to obtain. When applied to relationships, this means that by pulling back slightly, by becoming less available, you can create an element of intrigue and mystery. This concept aligns with the Stoic idea of not chasing after things, be it material goods, status, or people. By stepping back and not constantly seeking the approval of others, you become more valued in their eyes. People start to notice your absence and begin to reconsider their perception of you. It's important to note that this isn't about playing games or manipulating others. Instead, it's about maintaining your independence and not being overly reliant on others' attention or validation. In a practical sense, this means engaging less in situations where you might previously have sought attention or validation. For example, if someone is not giving you the attention you deserve, focus more on your own personal growth and pursuits. As you create this space, the person may begin to recognize your worth and pursue you instead. 4. Emotional self-sufficiency, becoming your own source of validation. One of the most empowering aspects of Stoicism is the concept of emotional self-sufficiency. To put it simply, emotional self-sufficiency is the ability to rely on yourself for happiness and self-worth, without needing constant approval or validation from others. This doesn't mean isolating yourself or not caring about others' opinions, but rather being grounded in your own sense of self. To cultivate this mindset, it's essential to focus on self-care. As Jon Kabat-Zinn, the pioneer of mindfulness-based stress reduction, emphasizes, self-care is more than just physical wellness. It's about mental and emotional well-being too. By taking care of your own needs, whether through exercise, meditation, or simply setting boundaries, you send a clear message to yourself and others that your well-being is a priority. One of the most challenging parts of emotional self-sufficiency is learning to say no. Many of us feel obligated to meet others' expectations, even at the cost of our own happiness. But as Martha Nussbaum, a philosopher specializing in emotions, points out, setting healthy boundaries is critical for emotional resilience. By saying no when necessary, you protect your emotional space and ensure that your energy is directed toward things that truly matter to you. Over time, this practice shifts how others view you. When you are emotionally self-sufficient, people begin to see you as confident, self-assured, and, most importantly, someone who respects themselves. This naturally attracts respect and admiration, as others are drawn to your sense of inner strength. 5. The virtue of integrity, attracting respect through consistent actions. Another fundamental Stoic principle is the practice of virtue, specifically the virtue of integrity. Living a virtuous life means acting in accordance with your moral values, even when it's difficult. For the Stoics, virtues like honesty, courage, and justice were not just ideals, but daily practices that shaped one's character. Aristotle, another great philosopher, believed that virtue is a habit formed by consistent action. This means that each time you act with integrity, even in small ways, you build a stronger sense of self-worth and earn the respect of others. Integrity is magnetic because people are naturally drawn to those who act with authenticity and consistency. So, how can you begin practicing virtue in your daily life? Start by identifying the values that are most important to you, whether it's honesty, empathy, or resilience. Then, make a conscious effort to act in accordance with those values in every situation, no matter how challenging. This might mean being honest even when it's uncomfortable, or standing up for what you believe in, even if others disagree. Over time, this consistent practice of virtue builds a reputation of trustworthiness and attracts others who share the same values. 6. Assertive communication. Expressing your needs with confidence. One of the key skills to develop in both personal and professional relationships is assertive communication. Assertiveness is about expressing your thoughts and feelings clearly and respectfully without being passive or aggressive. It's a balance that many people struggle to achieve, but it's essential for building healthy, respectful relationships. When you communicate assertively, you're not only practicing honesty, one of the Stoic virtues, but also setting the stage for mutual respect. Assertive communication allows you to express your needs and boundaries in a way that others can understand without feeling attacked. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," you can say, "I feel ignored when I'm not heard." This slight change in wording makes a big difference in how your message is received. Dr. Marshall Rosenberg, the creator of nonviolent communication, emphasizes the importance of I statements for opening dialogue without placing blame. This kind of communication creates an environment of respect and understanding, which strengthens relationships and encourages others to view you with more respect. To further enhance your assertive communication skills, focus on your body language. Social psychologist Dr. Amy Cuddy, known for her work on body language, suggests that maintaining eye contact, standing tall, and avoiding defensive postures like crossed arms can convey confidence and engagement. These non-verbal cues help reinforce the message that you are someone worth listening to. 7. Active listening. Building trust and deeper connections. Active listening is another powerful tool in building stronger relationships and shifting how others perceive you. Most people listen to respond, not to understand, but Stoicism teaches us that true listening requires patience and presence. By giving someone your full attention, you demonstrate respect and empathy, two qualities that can significantly improve your interactions. Stephen R. Covey, the author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, famously said, "Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply." This insight underscores how important it is to truly engage in conversations by focusing on what the other person is saying rather than preparing your response. To practice active listening, start by maintaining eye contact with the speaker and minimizing distractions. Ask thoughtful questions to show you are engaged and paraphrase their points to confirm understanding. These small but impactful actions demonstrate that you value the other person's perspective, which in turn builds trust and fosters deeper connections. 8. Consistency and reliability. Building trust through actions. One of the most overlooked yet powerful ways to change how others perceive you is through consistency and reliability. Being consistent in your actions and following through on your promises builds a foundation of trust in any relationship, whether personal or professional. When you are consistent, people know what to expect from you. This predictability creates a sense of security and trust, which are essential components of strong relationships. Psychologist Brené Brown emphasizes that trust is built in small moments over time. By being reliable, by showing up when you say you will, and keeping your commitments, you demonstrate that you are someone others can depend on. Over time, this consistency reinforces your reputation as a trustworthy individual. As Aristotle pointed out, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. When you consistently act in ways that reflect your values, others will begin to see you as a person of integrity and strength. 9. Empathy. Strengthening relationships through understanding. Empathy is a crucial component of Stoicism and modern psychological thought. To truly connect with others, you must not only hear their words, but also understand the emotions behind them. Empathy allows you to put yourself in someone else's shoes, which fosters a deeper connection and mutual respect. Dr. Brené Brown, a leading researcher on vulnerability and empathy, describes empathy as feeling with people. This ability to tune into others' emotions and perspectives not only builds trust, but also makes you more relatable and approachable. By practicing empathy, you create stronger, more authentic relationships that are based on mutual understanding. Active listening plays a critical role in developing empathy. When you fully engage in a conversation, maintaining eye contact, asking open-ended questions, and validating the other person's emotions, you signal that you genuinely care about their experience. This not only deepens the connection, but also encourages others to view you as someone they can trust and rely on. Conclusion: shifting how others perceive you starts with you. By embracing the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, you can transform how others perceive you without relying on external validation or manipulative tactics. As Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This mindset empowers you to focus on what you can control: your thoughts, actions, and sense of self-worth. When you practice emotional self-sufficiency, live by your virtues, communicate assertively, and listen actively, you build a strong foundation of confidence and integrity. People are naturally drawn to those who are secure in themselves, not because of any external efforts to impress, but because of the internal work they've done to cultivate strength and resilience. Ultimately, the key to becoming someone others value and respect lies in valuing and respecting yourself first. As Marcus Aurelius encouraged, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By embracing your own brilliance and authenticity, you will naturally attract the admiration and interest of those around you. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it valuable, please like and share it with your friends and family, so they can also experience the benefits of Stoic wisdom. We'd love to hear your story. Leave a comment below on how you've applied these principles in your life, or share your thoughts on what resonated most with you. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our next videos.